guys, it's Grace. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my first video in my back to school series, and I'm going to be talking about middle school and the 10 things that I wish I knew before starting middle school. And middle school is a very awkward time in most of our lives. You know, it's a big step up from elementary school. It's a big transition. You have a lot more responsibilities. And I'm just gonna go over the basic facts and just the things that I wish I knew and the things that I followed, and just kind of like, not really rules, but just things to remember when entering middle school so you can have the best time and the best years and get through it all in the best way. So I remember my first year of middle school. I remember the first day I was freaking out. I was super nervous, and here's what I look like. Yeah, so as you can tell from the picture, I was not doing well on that morning. I was freaking out. I was super scared, super nervous, but it all turned out really well and all good. So I'm just gonna go in with all of the 10 things, and sorry for any background noise. I'm outside, as you can see, so let's just get started. So the first thing that is really important when you are starting middle school and you're going into a brand new school is going to the orientation. Now I know not every school has an orientation for new students, but my school did, and I'm very happy that they had an orientation, because I'm definitely going to be going to my high school orientation very soon. So yeah, orientations are great because you can walk around, find your classes, find your locker, and you might even get a chance to go walk around with your previous elementary school. But I know it was a great thing to do for me because I had come from a very small elementary school into a huge middle school where 6 elementary schools were combined. So there was a lot more people, a lot more room, a lot more classrooms, a lot more of everything. So I just really wanted to get used to the surroundings and know my way around for the first day of school. So that is something that you really want to remember to do before starting middle school. My next thing, well, tip I guess, is to make a lot of friends. Making a lot of friends will help you all 3 years or 2 years of middle school. And I remember on my first day I was in homeroom, and since I had come from a very small elementary school, I didn't know a single person in that room. So I was dead silent. I was listening to the teacher and the teacher only. But as the year went on, I made so many more friends. I remember just on that day I had made so many friends. So you just want to be really nice and open and look presentable. You don't want to come into your first day of school looking like a slob. So try to wear something nice and be open and be friendly and just make a lot of friends, because in the long run, some of those friends are going to be sticking with you throughout high school or even college, and you just want to build really good friendships and people you can hang out with and tell everything to and build off of your elementary school friendships. So yeah. Next, on the first day of middle school, it's really important to make good impressions on your teachers, because you probably have never met these teachers before and you don't know if they're nice, they're mean, they're rude, you don't know their personality. So it's just best to play it safe, have a very good impression on those teachers so that you can just trust them and be friendly with them all year long and just have a good time in their class, instead of sitting there and hating the class because you hate the teacher because you didn't make a good impression. So just make good impressions on teachers and those students that you're meeting to help build more friendships. Next thing I want to mention is something that I tried to do, and it's just gonna happen to everybody, and that is just the 8th graders are going to be super annoying, and you just have to learn to ignore them, because I mean, all schools are different, all kids are different, but you just have to remember that you're only going to be with them for 1 year and then they're going to move up to high school. So just kind of ignore them. Just most of the time 8th graders will not be mean and rude and all that stuff, but you may have a few. So you just gotta live with them and just remember that they're gonna be going away in the next year. So just ignore them as much as possible. The next thing is something that will get you a lot more friends and find things that you are passionate about, and that is joining clubs and sports. And I personally did the school musical the first 2 years of middle school, and then I did sports the last two years of middle school. We had 3 years, so I did like musical, sports and musical, and then just sports. So I just kind of spread it out evenly. It was really fun. I had a lot of fun making new friends, just doing activities, And in sports, I had fun because we were on a team, we worked together every day. I built a lot more friendships on teams and with the musical group. And so yeah, just try joining chess club or lacrosse or football or field hockey or whatever sport or whatever activities that you want to try that you think that'll make you happy, so that can help you along with your high school journey in the future and maybe even become your career. So you never know. The next thing is kind of a big thing, and this is something that happened a lot in my middle school, and that was people worrying about being popular and drama. And those things are going to happen. It's going to happen probably in every middle school. There's going to be the popular people and all the drama. But the good thing is you just don't want to get with those popular people because they're probably going to be not the people you want to be around. I mean, if you're friends with them, like actually friends, then fine, go ahead. But don't just, it's so hard to talk about. Just try not to make your main goal being popular. Just avoid it, just make your own friends. Be yourself and don't try to be as popular as possible because popularity is not going to last through high school. Trust me, things are going to change. And so just ignore all that. Yes, drama is going to happen. There's going to be verbal fights between girls and boys and boys and boys and girls and then relationships and, you know, just tons of stuff. Like people taking guys away from other girls, cheating on people, all that bad stuff. Just try to avoid all that stuff. Don't start that stuff. Don't start rumors because honestly, if you wouldn't want to be on the other end of that drama, then you shouldn't start it. I just am not doing a good job of explaining these things. Just stay away from drama. You can have a relationship if you want, but relationships, again, are not the most important thing in middle school. There are bigger things to worry about. So you don't have to have a relationship. You don't want to start drama, and don't try to be popular because, hey, life is not about popularity. So the last few things are regarding schoolwork and teachers and all that stuff. So first thing is don't do every single accelerated class because I personally last year I did I think every accelerated class there was available for me. And I had so much homework. I had math every night, science every night, ELA, social studies, tech, everything. Spanish. I had Spanish too, but Spanish wasn't accelerated. You don't want to overload yourself on all that work because in the end, your grades may end up dropping. You don't want to overwhelm yourself with all the work and all the stress and all the tests and quizzes and homework and all that for every class because there is going to be tests and quizzes for every class. And you're going to have to study a ton more, you're going to have to focus a lot more, and it's just going to be harder overall. So you may want to pick the few classes that you're really good at, so say you're really good at math and science, and pick those two accelerated classes and just leave everything else with the regular classes so you're not too stressed. Just try not to make it hard for yourself. I'm doing a really bad job at explaining these things. I'm sorry. Next is to avoid procrastination because I am guilty of this. I did this a ton last year. I would come home from school and spend like 2 or 3 hours just like online or like on YouTube or on social media and stuff, and then I'll start my homework. And I'll end up being up to 11 o'clock at night and not getting to sleep till like 11:30 and waking up early. And you just want to avoid that. So try to get your homework done as quickly as possible after school. I mean, you don't have to do it right when you get home from school, but like take a little break, then do your homework, and then you have nothing to worry about for the rest of the night. So that is just something to keep in mind, and you don't want to overwhelm yourself. Like I said, keep it simple, do your homework, and don't forget your homework because that's not a good thing either. The next thing is to study in advance because again, this is something I am guilty of. I would always wait till the last night to study for a test or a quiz, and that would probably cause my grade to be a little bit lower than I wanted it to. So it's best that you study in advance. So say you start studying like 4 or 5 nights in advance and you study a little bit every night, and so that way in the long run you can end up getting a higher score and you'll be prepared and happy. And yeah, just don't procrastinate on your homework or studying either, and make sure you study in advance so you have the best knowledge and the best ability to do well on your tests. And the last thing that I want to mention is to make the best out of middle school. These are probably going to be some of the most awkward years in your life because you're just figuring out yourself, what you want to be, what you want to do, and you want to make friends, you want to do good in school, but you just want to have fun, enjoy it, because these years are only going to last a short amount of time and then you're off to high school. And so just make the best out of it, have fun, make friends, do your work, and it should be a good thing. So those are my 10 things that I wish I knew before starting middle school. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you found it helpful. If you're going to middle school, leave some comments down below telling me what you were most excited about, or just tell me what grade you're going into and what you're most excited about for that grade. And also leave some back to school video requests in the description below so I can start making some of those. And also, I'm sorry that I'm starting the season kind of late. I don't actually start school until September 9th, so I mean, it's the beginning of August, so I'm starting it now so that way I have more time to make some more back to school videos for you guys. And you get my logic. Anyways, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and thought it was helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.